Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mayhem Reacts. I'm your boy Chris coming back at you. Super excited to have you with us for another one. You already saw it. This is going to be for The Crow. That is the new Crow movie that's coming out with, was it Bill? Yeah, Bill Skarsgård, who I like just fine. But the pictures I've seen were a little disturbing, a little, I don't know. There was a few things about the original Crow I really liked was the mystique. Like you didn't know the name of the city, or it was so, the shots were so, I think they were computer generated maybe even, or so, I don't know, but like you couldn't make out anything. It wasn't important. It was a character, but it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, this is New York City or this is Gotham, or it was just a dreary, rainy city. And it was just the perfect backdrop for the story. And of course, Brandon Lee and everybody else involved, Ernie Hudson, just, it was great. So this is a reboot, retelling, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan. I've said this before on another one. I don't mind sequels if they're done right, but the retellings, the reboots, I don't know, retardeds. I don't like them. I don't like them. Usually somebody goes in and tries to modernize stuff that shouldn't be modernized, or you can't really modernize it without completely screwing it up. So, really hesitant on this one. Interested to see what they do with it. I do like Bill Skarsgård. Again, I myself am a filmmaker, an indie filmmaker, so I'm really passionate about the storytelling. I don't care about the big names. I don't care about, your budget. I don't care about your marketing or how great, somebody said it was. That's no, just, I want to see a good story. Make the story great. Diversity, inclusion. I don't care about any of that. I just want a good story. So maybe we get that. Maybe we don't. That's ultimately all that matters. Even if like the pictures I saw wasn't in love with the makeup. You know what I'm saying? I've got my thoughts on that. I have seen that. But I can overlook that stuff if we have a really good story. Let's see what we've got.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
You feel like my person?
You feel like my person.
All right, right off the bat. First of all, I like that Post Malone song. I think that's really cool, really catchy song, and Ozzy Osbourne was on that, so I dig that a lot. Two pet peeves I have that I can point out to, and I know I say pet peeves a lot. Sorry. Two things I really dislike in modern films is one, the audio. Like I know I'm getting older and all, but if I have to turn on the closed captioning or I've got to crank up the audio to hear just the dialogue, if the dialogue's down here and then your sound effects and music's up here and it's override, I don't know who's mixing the stuff nowadays, but it's garbage. And some of this stuff is just absolute garbage and I don't like it. Already this is very soft. I'll try to boost it for you guys in the edit so you can hear it a little better, but I'm having a hard time hearing the dialogue and I got headphones on. And it's cranked up pretty good for me. And I'm already having a hard time hearing the dialogue. And if I can't hear what you're saying, or if I can't see what's going on, the other thing is movies are so dark, not dark twisted, dark lighting, because everyone's using, these small sensors and these digital cameras. You got to crank up the light. The lighting doesn't look bad here right now. And this is a film that I would actually expect to be dark later on. And if it is, that's fine. But I should still be able to make out stuff, both visually and audio wise. So, let's see. Let's see.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
I saw things. I shouldn't have seen any of it.
Julie! Julie! Please don't do that!
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul to the land of the dead. And sometimes something so
All right, so we had the bag over his head. Of course, when they cut trailers, things can be out of sequence. So is he dead? Is he not dead? I see somebody standing over there. Just notice that. And when he was hollering a minute ago, I couldn't help but think of Pennywise. I don't know if anybody else heard that. Sound like a goofy little Pennywise to me.
Bad happens. And the soul cannot rest. Until you put the wrong things right. You were given the power of a god. But you're running out of time to save her.
And that was one of the pictures. The all the tats and stuff. It's very Jared Leto Joker look, which I didn't like at all. I didn't like Jared Leto's performance of Joker at all. The costuming definitely had a role in that. And it's just, I don't know who got the memo like, oh, he's the bad boy. He's a good boy, but he's the bad boy. We got to cover him with tats. And I think he's got him on his neck or his face too. And that's just not my thing. He's got short hair too. And the Crow, I like the long hair. Not that I have anywhere to talk. I mean, I've got not much going on up under the hat. So, I get it, whatever. But that's what wigs are for. That was cool.
I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them.
Yeah, he's got tats on his face.
I killed you.
Yeah, you did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
I like that dude. Right. What a problem. He's came for us.
He came for us.
Him. I like him. 40 Days of Night. This dude was awesome. Oh man, what was that other movie? Dude, there's this one movie that is so freaking good. Hold on. It's worth it. I know the name and I just can't freaking think of it right off. It is Edge of Darkness. Edge of Darkness. If you have not seen Edge of Darkness, he's in it. Mel Gibson is in it. It is an awesome flick. Edge of Darkness. I know we're talking about The Crow right now, but I'm kind of disinterested in this. More interested in watching Edge of Darkness. I may put that on in a couple of days here at the house. That is a fantastic movie. You should definitely see Edge of Darkness. Look it up. But I like this dude. Really like this dude. All right, sorry, I had to get that out.
First impulse. Anger.
It's not anger. It's love.
Look at what you've become.
I'm just pausing it because of the music in the background now, but at the same time, I don't know, again, with like the makeup and all, I feel like somebody said, well, we can't do it the same as we did with Brandon Lee. We got to do something different. We got to modernize it. But it was so iconic. I think it was so iconic. Sting from, WCW, did The Crow, which, story around that, it was, whatever. I don't know. Scott Hall was involved, I think. But anyways, it was so iconic. I know that's trivial. Like, do I copy what they did before and pay homage? Or do I do my own thing and let that be its own thing? I get it. I get that's kind of a heads and tails kind of thing, but I don't know if this is doing it for me.
You know that love promises only pain.
It's a cool shot.
You have no idea what hell awaits you.
Hey, it's Deadpool.
How many people have you loved?
I'll never be alone.
I mean, the action looked great. Bill, his body looked amazing. I mean, he looks ripped. I used to watch, my wife and I love watching True Blood, and Alexander Skarsgård, who is his older brother, I mean, he looked like that. Super ripped, tall, lean. He was also in The Northman, looking amazing. And so, you know, these guys have really, really good genetics. Bill looks great. I mean, Bill looks phenomenal. But I don't know about the hair, the makeup. I'm a little concerned about more of the modernization, because it looks like some stuff has been modernized. And it's very seldom that you modernize a retelling, a rebooting, or, you know, whatever of a franchise and make it better. Very seldom do I ever see that. Are there sequels that are out there that are really good? Yeah, Top Gun just came out with one. Beetlejuice is coming out with another one. I'm hoping is as good as I think it's going to be. I'm super excited about that one. You think about Terminator 2 was just as good or better than Terminator 1. I think it was better. You know, The Godfather 2 was just as good or better. I think they're pretty much equal. I think a lot of people like 2 better than 1 or 1 better than 2. I get it. So, you know, as far as sequels go, you can have an amazing sequel come out. It's these reboots and retellings. They're a lot more miss than hit, I think. What are your thoughts? That's all for this one. I'm not going to keep griping. I don't want to be a negative Nelly here. But guys, what did you think about the trailer? What did you think about the reaction? Hit that like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good fun stuff. But definitely turn on the notifications if you'd like these, because again, I have no rhyme or reason to when I let these go. I just kind of release them as I feel like it. But I do have a regular show that I do Friday mornings, 10 a.m. And I release the little segments throughout the week, and that's called The Morning Mayhem. Tune into that right here on the same channel. Guys, leave me a comment. I would love to interact with you, and we'll see you next time.